Okay, so sometimes changing your eating habits can be a little bit overwhelming. I know I really want to start eating healthy, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to get rid of some things and start new. But then I started to get a little overwhelmed. So I decided to call in Tiffany Bacchus. She is a registered dietitian.
Hi.
Welcome to Sonoran Living.
Thank you, Annie, for having me.
So I basically went through my pantry. So everything that you see right here literally is going back into my pantry today because my family's probably missing it. But there's a couple of things that we can do to change things up a little bit without going, oh my God, I can't do this anymore.
Well, it can be very overwhelming because you probably thought that these food groups were just perfect for your family, right?
Well, maybe the cookies at the end, I knew they weren't perfect.
Right. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to talk about all these different food items that you found in your pantry. We're going to find ways to kind of make it healthy and then maybe even find another option, which is even the healthiest option. So we can do it in steps. You don't have to just jump from here, one spectrum, and then all the way over to the other spectrum.
Right. So we are taking baby steps today.
That's the way to do it. I mean, really, to do it kind of where you enjoy it, tastes good, we just want to take it in full strides.
Okay. Well, let's start with this because peanut butter, you always hear it's good for you. What's wrong with this?
Well, first of all, before we even get started, I want you to think about two things that you can find in a lot of these food products that I want you to avoid.
Okay,
there's high fructose corn syrup.
High fructose corn syrup.
And hydrogenated fats.
Okay.
And so when we look at these labels, I'm going to have you pick it up, and I want you to spot it.
You're going to make me work for
this.
this.
Yes, I'm going to make you work for this. Okay, so the first thing is Skippy peanut butter. Go ahead and pick that up and tell me what you see.
Well, first I need glasses, I'll tell you that right now.
First they make it small, they want to make it hard.
Hydrogenated vegetable oil.
Yes, exactly. So why is that bad? Number one, when they add all that hydrogenated fat, they really lose a lot of the good nutrients in the food product. And again, peanut butter can actually be pretty healthy.
Okay.
It's good high in vitamin E, protein, and fat.
Well, for the sake of timing purposes, let's just go through what I have and what you think is good, and then we can come back and
let's do it. So, so instead of this peanut butter that is full of sugar, hydrogenated fats, we're going to go ahead and pick up this one. This is a natural peanut butter that you can find at Trader Joe's or any other store.
Okay.
And if you look at the ingredients here, it's dry roasted peanuts. That's all.
Okay.
No sugar, no hydrogenated fat, and you'll know with the oil on top, it's separated. All you have to do is stir it in.
Okay.
Got all the good healthy fats in there, vitamin E.
And here, we'll leave it here so the camera can see it.
Now, what you can do is move on to an even healthier choice, which is the raw almond butter. And what's so great about raw almond butter is that, again, higher in vitamin E and some fiber.
Okay.
Good.
I know it goes by really, really fast. All right, minute rice. What would you recommend instead?
Okay, well, white rice, all stripped with all the great nutrients. So we're going to move right into a brown rice. Slow cooked brown rice. Definitely a better option. But even more so interesting is that we've got the grain, which is the super grain. It's called the quinoa. Have you ever heard of that one?
I have heard of it. It's a superfood.
And it is a superfood. And the reason why is because it's higher in protein and complex carbs.
Okay.
So great nutrient-dense grain.
Get to the syrup?
Syrup. Okay, you got the original syrup, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead in the ingredients. What do we see? High fructose corn syrup.
Exactly. That's at the top of the list.
Yes.
And you pick?
The natural maple syrup. Of course, what's so great about maple syrup is that it's a natural sweetener. It's 3 times sweeter than cane sugar, and it's fewer calories.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yes, we like that one. The Wesson Blend oil. Okay, so what's so confusing about this is that the consumers see the omega-3. Right, canola oil is higher in omega-3s, and we want to make sure that we get plenty of omega-3s in our diet. What another choice is, instead of a blend with vegetable oil, which is higher in omega-6s, we want to change the ratio. We want to move on to an olive oil.
Oh, yeah, and I should know that. We have olive oil all the time on the segment.
I know. And it's such a great oil to work with.
All right, we're going to have all of these tips on Sonoran Living, but let's quickly get to the cookies.
Okay, well, you know what? What we're looking for here is 2 different types of cookies that don't have the hydrogenated fat. You can find at the local supermarket.
Do these taste as good as this, though?
Well, it's a different taste. I mean, this has a little bit of fiber. This one actually tastes really good, very similar to this one. This one has an oatmeal to it. They're all great choices.
Good for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tiffany, thank you so much. I know we sort of had to speed through this, but we are going to have all of the solutions on our website so you can get some more makeover tips and you can see really closely exactly what the choices are. So